tell so many people to forget where you come from, forget what you've been through. You know, you can make it through, and God is able. Because it was times I thought I was alone, alone, alone in this world. And God showed me He was right there the whole time. The whole time. But I want to talk about that during our story time. Like I said, comment in the comments. Leave me a comment. Let me know. I'll get me a nice big, big, big old bottle of wine. I hope I can finish the story time. The story time might be ending up with us on the floor together right now.
It got kind of deep on y'all then. Sound good though.
I just don't believe in when people go through stuff. It's for you to just go through alone.
Right. It's not.
It's not for you to just, and for you to learn alone. I feel like you're supposed to share.
Right.
You're supposed to share.
You do. Show testimony. Show testimony.
Like.
And a testimony is to help somebody else.
And I tell you, my kids, like, they get so angry with me over the years. Because I've always been a news junkie. But I feel like, I always tell my children, when these poor people lose their loved ones, whether it's a son or a daughter or anybody, they lose anybody in life, I feel like the only way that person's life went in vain, whether it's a child, whether it's a teen, whether it's a grown person, is if somebody didn't learn anything from it. If their death saved one life, then it all wasn't in vain. They didn't die for nothing. They died kind of a hero. You know what I'm saying? And I say that by saying, let me tell you a quick story. When my son was about 1 year old, now my son is my last child, so I have 4 children. And my son is my baby. So by the time I got to my son, other than him being a ball of energy and being a little boy with something different below, I felt like I knew it all. You know, I can do this. I can change a pamper with my eyes closed. I know what every cry meant. I got this. This, you know, this is a walk in the park right now. And I seen signs. One day I seen signs of teething. My son was running a fever. He was running a fever, and
yeah.
And
remember this day.
And my son was running a fever for a couple of days, and I was sitting there, and I'm just like, you know, just like anyone, he's one. He got teeth cut in his molars. You know, they come in. Those are the roughest ones. Every now and then he got a little fussy. He was like a 1.5, but he was such an active boy. It's like he dreamt. When he slept at night, he dreamt about running. Because as soon as his feet hit the floor, 6 a.m., pew, and he nonstop. He will run the whole day straight. But anyways, I seen the fever, but he was still active. He cried every now and then. Give him something, give him some juice, give him food, whatever. He calmed down. He took his nap, and I was giving him Tylenol for the fever. Me as a mother, I'm sitting there, and I'm just thinking to myself, you know, he's teething. Anyways, one of our family members called me, and her husband worked with a brother of one of our neighbors, and she calls me and she tells me that the woman lost one of her twins that day, and I was so heartbroken, and I'm like, how did the baby die? You know, the baby was the same age as my son. The twins was the same age as my son. So I'm like, how did the baby die? And she looked at me. I was like, she said the baby had pneumonia. And I'm like, why would she wait so long to take the baby to the hospital? And she says, she thought the baby was teething. And my husband was at work at that time. So I called her. Well, while she was talking, I told her, I need you to come here now. She was like, what's going on? She wasn't doing anything that day. I said, just come, just in case. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up taking my son to the hospital. And when I took my son to the hospital, they told me that my son had pneumonia in both his lungs and he was only getting 70% oxygen to his brain. I looked at the nurse and said, but he's running around and he's playing and he's active and he's having a good time all day with his sisters. And the nurse looked at me and she says, you can't, with little children this age, you cannot go by their actions for the simple fact that, she said, for the simple fact that they will play till they drop dead, basically. Children are a ball of energy and they will play until it's too late. You understand? So you can't go by how they act. Unlike us adults, when we down, you see, we go down, but children, they will go and go and go until they can't no more. By then, it's pretty much almost too late, But anyways, once she told me that, I was my mind went back to that baby that died the night before. And to this day, I never got to see that woman again. I know. But she don't even know that her babies saved my baby. I don't know if she'll ever know that her child saved my child. But I will remember her little boy forever and ever and ever. Every time I look at my son. Every time I look at my son, I will remember that woman and her child. And that's how I take almost every lesson in life. When I hear bad things, whether it's bad or even good, I take it as it's a lesson in it to learn. And the only way somebody will die in vain, at least with me watching, with me seeing, with me knowing the facts of the story, is if I didn't learn anything from it. And my kids say, oh, why you so paranoid, you so this, you so that, you don't let us do nothing, da 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 da. Well, I'm not going to let you run around the whole neighborhood when there's children on wanted posters. It just don't make sense to me. It don't comprehend, and I feel bad for my children because they didn't have what we had. That we can be all around the neighborhood. It was happening then too, but it was just not as much as it happening now. But it was almost unheard of because we used to run in cliques, big groups. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But they even nowadays, I just recently, a little girl and a few of her friends was on their way to the school bus and somebody jumped up and freaking snatched one of the girls. Yeah. So they pretty gutsy. Yeah. My kids, and they just, I wish they could have what we had growing up. I grew up in the 80s. So we was on the streets till the street light came on. We was out there in the Johnny Pump. We was out there in New York and grew up in Brooklyn. So, we was out there. We was out there. You know what I'm saying? We had a good time. We could go to the store around the corner, all by ourselves. We could go get milk freaking 6 o'clock Saturday mornings, go to the grocery store by herself at the age of 5, 6 years old to go get a gallon of milk.
I remember we used to be able to go buy a pack of cigarettes.
Ah! That's probably the worst thing that they did because eventually we started smoking them same shit. Well, but I'm 2 years smoke free.
I'm smoke free too. I don't know how long it's been, but I'm smoke free too.
He's smoke free too. He's smoke free too. But I'm 2 years, and I'm just so proud because I thought I couldn't do it. I thought because I've been smoking since I was 14, I couldn't even imagine a life of me not smoking. I've been smoking longer than I wasn't smoking. You know what I'm saying? And I just look and I used to make excuses, and that's what we tend to do in life. We make excuses. Excuses on why we can't do stuff. Oh, I can't quit smoking because I'm going to kill my kids. I can't quit smoking because, nobody's going to like me. I can't quit smoking until I leave this job. I can't quit. It's always a reason on why you can't do what it is that you need to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that I've learned in these last few years, that We all have the power to do exactly. Just imagine learning that you had the power to do exactly what you wanted to do all your life, waiting for you to grow something extra, waiting for you to be something better. You had it the whole time. It's the most frustrating feeling that I've probably ever felt, to know that I've had the power all my life to do exactly what I needed to do and didn't know it.
Exactly.
It is frustrating. And that's what I want young people to know.
Never too late.
It's not too late. It's not too late. But I want young people, even older people that haven't figured it out yet, we all have it in us to do exactly what we want to do. The thing that stops us is fear. Fear and doubt. If you could push away that fear, ignore it, bottle that sucker right on up, and take that doubt and put it up under your foot, ain't no telling where y'all gonna be. But it's hard to know when nobody taught you. It's hard to know when nobody tell you. I mean, they say, oh, you could be whatever, but they just don't explain. And I'm still trying to figure out the words because I just realized it. I just realized it when I quit smoking. Just decided I'm done and I quit. Never had a cheat day, never had a oops day, never had anything. You understand what I'm saying? Didn't have a patch. Oh, I did have a vape. I did vape. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, no, I did it. I did what I said I couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? And then when I went to college, I'm about to graduate college in May. It's always been an excuse. It's always, I got children to take care. I got to put them first. I got to, this happened or that happened. I've dealt with so much within me being in school, where the devil just tried to throw everything under the sun to stop me. But yet I still stand. I'm still here. And I just purchased my cap and gown the other day. Are you kidding me? So I could have did this a long time ago? We could have been living different a long time ago? You mean to say all the struggle, hard work, and everything that we've done, we could have done a long time ago? You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. And that's the most frustrating feeling, to know that you had it in you the whole time. The whole time. And figuring it out many years later. It is so frustrating. But, like I said, my book is going to come out. We're going to share a lot of this. But I just wanted to tell that part of my story right now, because I feel like somebody out there who needs to hear it. You could be whatever you want to be. I don't care what your feelings say. I don't care what obstacles come. I don't care what you endure day to day. You're not a product of your past, and you can, whatever you plant your mind on. You want to be a millionaire? Sit down, put your plan together on how to be that millionaire. What do you want to do to be that millionaire? And after you put that thing together, push step by step and make it happen. It ain't gonna be easy. Anything worth getting don't come easy. Anything worth getting do not come easy.
What tomorrow is?
Wednesday.
What tomorrow is?
Wednesday.
What tomorrow is?
Hump day.
Yeah, I'm crazy. Yeah.
You know what started it. Guys, I can't eat no more. I tried to help him. But I know y'all see him getting on through.
This is how it ends every time. And you know what? I'm just going to go till I can't go no more. I tell y'all what, I challenge anybody. Because I think I done did about 2 pounds by myself. Y'all see this right here? This is everything that I done
That's why we 2 pounds without the body. You done ate more than 2 pounds.
Look at that. That's all I done
Guys,
ate. And this the pan right here.
I challenge y'all. Try this 25 pounds. Who got this 25 pounds? Who can beat him? Because I surely can't. I suck.
You know,
I knew I was going to suck, but I just felt bad at him trying to do it on his own. I ate about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds maybe. I think he ate about 6, 7 so far. I think he got about like 15 more pounds in there, 10 more pounds in there, something like that. I don't know. Y'all go to your room. I go to your. That's why this 4 years, y'all. 4 more years. Why do y'all come out here to chuckle? Why? Why y'all come out here to chuckle? She shows me drumsticks and starts chuckling. I don't get what's so funny with drumsticks. I don't know. Maybe it's my old age of 25. I don't know. I can't. Thank you, laughing at. Haters. Anyway, with my old age of 25, I guess I don't understand why drumsticks are not funny.
Full, baby?
No, not full, but I just don't want no more. I'm tired of choking up for spice. I'm tired of choking up for spice. I'm tired of choking up for spice.
I done did some things over here.
Guys, I'm getting my neck back. Y'all see it? Where? See, my kids want me to act up in front of the camera. I'm just kidding. And show my other side. But I'm going to act proper in front of this camera today. You want me to cut up, act the fool in front of this camera. 4 more years, y'all. 4 more years. 4 more, just like they say in the South. Mo, because they don't say more. 4 more, and they don't say 4 either. 4 more years.
So don't be hating. Don't be hating.
That's how they talk in the South. 4 more years.
That's how we're going to take your foe and raise you foe.
I ain't raising no 4. Nope. I'm not raising 4. Cause y'all get on my nerves.
God gonna time and we gonna be babies again.
No, he's not. He ain't that cruel. My God is a good God. He would never do such a thing.
Oh, you trying to say we? Oh, you hear that, Rihanna?
He's a good guy. He will never do such a thing.
Well,
He just said God is going to rewind time and turn him back into a baby again.
So she's trying to say that.
I'm trying to say what?
It's a bad thing that they had. Okay, that hurt my.
He tried it. I ain't going to fall into that trap. He tried it.
You heard it, right?
He tried it.
Supposed to be a monster.
I done ate a good bit here.
Well, keep going. Keep going.
I challenge anybody.
Who you challenging?
Whoever wants to
All right, you YouTubers. 25 pounds. You don't realize some of y'all are some vets in this game, ain't it? He don't even realize some of y'all are some vets in this game.
Man, I can eat more than Daddy on each day. I can eat more than Daddy in my sleep.
I can't do it.
You be the first one to tap out.
Some of them YouTubers will tear this whole thing up. I see them eat. I'm like, they bottomless pits. They don't have an off button. Some of them are little bitty women.
No.
Little bitty women.
Shout out to Matt Stoney, you know.
They're probably looking right now saying, man, that ain't nothing.
Matt Stoney.
But I'll challenge you anyway.
It's gonna be good.
Matt Stoney.
All right, y'all. Y'all let some other YouTubers know that this guy over here, think he about that life. Yep, guys. Look at my neck. I'm getting the neck. Getting the neck.
My neck came back from a year.
Again. See? Getting the neck. Getting the neck.
You remember?
Getting the neck. I had a neck until I had a son. He took my neck. My son took his. He needed a neck, I guess. I don't know.
I had a neck until then. I had a neck while my mom cooking. Took away my neck so quick. Whatever, shut up. You like outside food. We don't like inside food. We like burgers. He like junk. Wait, I love food. You get a picture of himself just recently of what he was last year. He probably lost about 30 pounds this last year, 35 pounds. He's tripping out.
That was big right there. Look at that.
He lost 35 pounds. Y'all want to know his diet trick? 35 pounds in a year? In less than a year?
It works on the summer only.
Actually, it was less than a year, right?
Yep.
So 30 pounds in about 6 to 8 months. Want to know his trick?
It only works on the summer.
That damn Fortnite.
Hey, for real.
That's the
How
trick.
you lose weight playing Fortnite?
He lost weight playing Fortnite, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
He starved. He refused to eat because he didn't want to leave the game.
Mm-hmm.
I started to learn to play it myself. I just can't do it.
He's almost there, y'all. Ding, ding, ding.
And pull out.
Hey, come with the making beef with what?
Look at that. I don't knock the hole in that sucker.
Look at that.
Dad, you did.
I knocked the hole too.
You did nothing.
Man, look at this.
Mommy didn't.
Now look at mine. I knocked the hole in that.
Dad,
sucker.
you did nothing.
I did good. Right, y'all? Look at
Dad
mine.
did nothing.
Can you see it? Can't even see it with that.
Can you see mine?
There you go.
Look at that.
Now you see hers, right? Now I'm about to show y'all
Yeah,
mine.
buddy.
Dad, you can't lift yours up.
Can't
Dad,
lift it up.
Dad, you really can't.
So you gonna move the tray?
Watch this.
Don't be trying to shame me.
Good.
Don't try to shame me.
Oh, you right.
Don't be trying to shame me. I did my thing. I tried, y'all.
I'm actually about full.
Hey, go with it, kid.
I'm good.
Hey,
Excuse me. That's good. There's no stuff on that head. Because this meat looks pretty black. I don't like black meat. You know, your brain in your mouth. Shut up. Yeah, that meat sucks. I don't like that. Now, you put some meat on that freezer. Say something. Say something. And turn that door. Close that door. You too. Now you're going to talk. Who, me? Keep playing with me. No. Close the door. Dang, that should just smack me in the back of my neck. Yeah, that needs to smack somebody, including my husband. Always trying to freeze somebody out. I ain't cold, baby. You're hot. I don't know. Talk to my fingers. Explain. Talk to my fingers. Let me know that too. Now, he talked to that other one, though. I might have been like that. Huh? I'm going to do it again. What? I don't even know. Pull that piece right there. You know, I don't know how to eat coffee.
Look. See, I'm going right back in, y'all. Look at that. I'm going to get my plate up high.
what? Yeah.
Yum 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 yum. Me and my husband used to have the craziest disagreements
Yeah,
every
I
day.
don't want to eat so girly, girly.
It was so crazy. I think I just bust my lip on the sandwich.
I'm full.
Uh-huh.
I'm good.
Uh-huh.
It's over with.
Well, guys, it looked like he took down half of the... It looked like he took half of the tray down. 25 pounds is my share. I did a big chunk myself, guys. This is what I did. Show them what you did. That little bit you took down.
That little bit.
That little bit.
Dang, dang, you suck. You done lose it.
Show me that little bit.
That's his little pal.
Smile a little bit.
Your plate falling over there.
Oh. And then I got a plate too. I think I did.
A little bit.
He didn't complete the challenge. Let him know.
Maybe I did about 10 pounds.
He didn't complete the challenge.
Oh, you still try.
Maybe a little bit more.
You with booty. You did.
But,
He challenging y'all.
They gonna win.
I did do about 10 pounds. So,
Not 25.
with that being said,
Not 25.
I
Sorry.
I challenge any of y'all.
Not 25. Not 25. Not 25.
I challenge any of y'all to beat what I did. So I'm telling you, I did about 10 out of 25 of them. I was shooting for the 25, but man, my stomach ain't that big. But I challenge you to do more than I did. So, with that being said, it's a done deal. ANS,
Like,
subscribe, and comment. Come back. Peace.
Ramen McNugget. Where you gonna do your job?
You see, I'm looking at her to stop the video, right?